In this video, we're going to be solving for x. What that means is we're just going to find out what value x needs to be to make these two proportions equal to each other. Okay? So, one of the first things I want to mention is there's more than one way we can solve this problem. There's a more long step-by-step type way you can do it, just using your order of operations. Or there's a little bit of a quicker way that we can use exactly in this situation when we have one proportion that's equal to another proportion. So we're going to use this second method, and we call this method cross multiplying. Okay? So to use this method, what we're going to do is we're going to take the numerator on our fraction that's on the left-hand side, and we're going to multiply that by our denominator that's on the right-hand side of the equal sign. Okay, so that's going to be 9 times x, and that gives us 9x. And then we rewrite our equal sign. And now for this other side of the equal sign, we're going to take our denominator from the left-hand side, and we're going to multiply that by our numerator from the right-hand side. So in this case, it's 12 times 4. I'm just going to write that out. 12 times 4. Okay. So if you use order of operations, that would have taken us a few steps to get to this line, okay? So you can totally just use your normal simplification methods, which includes order of operation, to get to this point, or you can cross multiply. Okay, let's go ahead and simplify. On the left-hand side, right now, we just have 9x, so there's nothing to simplify there. So we're just going to rewrite that. But we can simplify this. We can do this multiplication. So 12 times 4 is 48. Okay. Now, one more thing we can do. Well, not the only thing we can do, but another thing we can do is we need to isolate the x, right? That is the whole point of this math question that we're working on. So in order to isolate for the x, we need to get rid of this 9, okay? It can't be there. We just need the x by itself. So the way we do this in math is we do the opposite operation, okay? Remember this 9 is multiplied by the x? So if we were to divide by 9, these 9s would cancel, okay? And we've essentially gotten rid of the 9. But we don't want to change our problem, right? We're still trying to solve our original problem. So in order to make sure that we're still solving the same problem, whatever we do to one side of our equal sign, we have to do it to the other side too, okay? So we can also say 48 divided by 9. Okay, so now we need to simplify. Well, the first simplification we're going to do is the left-hand side. And as we can see, we've got 9 over 9. Well, what is 9 over 9 equal to? 1, right? And 1 times x is simply x. So we have x is going to be equal to, and now we have this 48 over 9. So we can go different ways with this. We can leave this as a fraction because 9 does not go evenly into 48. We could leave it as a fraction. We could reduce it as a fraction. Or in this case, we're actually going to calculate our answer and get our decimal answer. Okay, so you might want to use a calculator, or if you want to do this division in your head, you can do that as well. And when we do 48 divided by 9, because remember, this is a fraction, but a fraction is just a division we haven't done. So 48 over 9 is the same thing as 48 divided by 9. And that gives us 5.33. Now this 3 repeats forever, so we're just going to write 5.33. Okay, and that's what x is equal to. If you would like to learn how to quickly study for your GED exam online and get a new resume, then visit testprepskills.com.